These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Samson article, quote, "The House of Representatives sets 6 in the evening as a date for voting on ministerial curriculum and cabinet." Jeff says today is a critical day for Iraq and our investment. Article, quote, "Deputy Parliament will vote on 70% of the Sudanese booth today." That's approximately 16 out of 22 ministries will be voted on. They'll be voting on that cabinet around 6 p.m. later today, their time. Iraq is sitting at 95% ready to revalue. They're right at that finish line. They're ready to almost do this. Once they vote and complete that government, they will have met the central bank's requirements 100% to be eligible to revalue the currency. Frank26 says it seems like week after week, month after month, we've been waiting for them to sit their government. I believe deep in my heart we're in a position where they're about to do that. In fact, we've told you over and over again that the only thing that we're looking for is an announced, already seated, already functioning government. They say they're going to have it very soon, probably this weekend. Pimpy says, I think the first move is going to be to restore the dinar to its previous exchange rate. They're saying 1,200 dinars for every dollar. The real question is going to be how long until they do it again. My guess is they're going to wait somewhere around 90 days to see what kind of effect it has on Iraq and the economy as a whole. If it doesn't look like it's going to do too much damage, I think you can expect another increase at the beginning of next year, and a possible second increase in the year 2023. How much of an increase really depends on how the economy is affected over in Iraq and what's going on globally. Mark Z via PDK, like I mentioned last night, I do have a bond contact that received 100% of their money. Question, what does this bond deal mean for us? Mark Z says it means things are moving. They have to settle out historic debts, and we were always told that historic bonds would go first. I believe it's rolling out like the original design, so seeing a bond paid in full is a major mile marker for the completion of our reset. Claire article, quote, "The House of Representatives grants confidence to the Sudanese cabinet. Al-Sudani, our cabinet has won the confidence of the House of Representatives." Sandy Ingram says big news and is one of the reasons we believe Iraq will come full circle and revalue their currency. Their actions say international connection. Article, quote, "Iraq is building the largest port in the Middle East, and it will be one of the largest ports in the world when completed. Rival the Suez Canal in Egypt." Caparoni Guru Pimpy insists Iraq is going to raise the dinar value, but he is wrong. Nobody has any authority over the Central Bank of Iraq, including Parliament. Mark Z via PDK says there are a number of pieces of information you all need to think about and not become chicken little. You're not going to have to go to Iraq to exchange. This will not be an issue. Another thing that has you guys worried, a recycled article that we have seen now 4 times minimum about them not being prepared to increase the rate because of a possibility of affecting the economy. Guys, verbatim and word for word, you can find that article recycled whenever we are close. There were similar articles when they were close to RV in Kuwait. Even one released the very morning they RV'd. This is totally smoke. We're in a phenomenal position right now. Militiaman article, quote, "In the document, parliamentary signatures to restore the dollar exchange rate," unquote, "looks like they are making headway gathering signatures for the country and the government to be ready for the next move. Seat the government and issue current publicly. 1190 was not a previous official rate. The demonstrators are getting antsy. I would think the government is on notice. Get seated or get out, in my opinion." Frank26, Firefly, my bank guy, says we will see the pushback to 1,200 very soon, but after that we will wait to see the effect this has on the economy, and then he guesses after another quarter they will gradually increase, probably in 2023, and see what effect is then too, and follow the same time frame from there, another small increase. This is the best he feels. We will see, so watch for the 1,200 to come into play. Firefly again continues with, as soon as you see that he is thinking, we are on the right track. We wish for more, but this is probably what's going to go down. Frank says, concerning the rate 1200, your bank friend is absolutely correct. This is the next stage in the monetary reform to take the exchange rate to this level, because they can come out at $1.20, or they can take it to 1-to-1 because the American dollar sucks. The Iraqi dinar does not want to be pulled down any further with the American dollar value. Therefore, $1.20 is being considered instead of $1. Mark Z via PDK, let's start in Iraq tonight. Iraq's parliament approves new government, PM's office. This is huge news. The takeaway is Iraq made enormous progress today, which is needed, and they're openly talking about the change in rate. And lastly, Mountain Goat says, I need to cover something that was told to me almost a year ago, and this is about the timing of the RV. In this news from my CBI contact, I was told that they were working on a project to delete the zeros, followed up with the reinstatement of the IQD. They said that they had concerns about the election. They were going to wait until they see how the elections turn out to get the stability they needed. Will the CBI then act upon its said goals of completing the currency reform? The timing could not be any better, as they said they would have to conduct the project to delete the zeros in the next couple months to get ready for January 2023 reinstatement back to the Forex.